The word got around, they said this kid is insane, man. Took up a collection just to send him to the mainland. Get your education, don't forget from whence you came. And the world's gonna know your name. What's your name, man?
Alexander Hamilton.
Hello, gals, blokes, and all other folks. My name is Mortius, and today we are here introducing Casper Fox to Hamilton. So, yes. We are really excited for this. When I put out my poll asking people what the first thing I should do for Musical Mondays was, I gave you guys the options of 6, which I'm doing over on Musical Mondays. Make sure you check that out. As well as Hades Town and Beetlejuice, which I am all going to be doing later. But I also put a thing of other, let me know in the comments. The biggest, most frequent comment I got was Hamilton. And I had to respond to so many comments being like, I know Hamilton back to front, forward to back, upways and sideways. There is no possible way that I could make any kind of reaction content on anything Hamilton related because I have poured all of it into it. And then Casper and I reacted to the Ocean Saga and this happened.
But I've never actually seen or heard a full Hamilton song ever. But what?
And I knew something had to change. So, as we are now officially done with the Underworld Saga and waiting for Act 2 of Epic, Casper and I have a new thing to go through together. I am going to show, I already got to show Casper my current, I got to show Casper now Mortius's musical theater obsession, and now I get to share with him 8 years ago Mortius's musical theater obsession, because I was obsessed with this when it first came out. Like I said, I know the whole thing, every lyric, frontward, backwards, every possible direction. I love this show. I think it is incredibly creative, incredibly lyrically just incredible. It's so good. How many times did I say incredible there? I think it was too many, but all that to say, I'm really excited for it. Casper, what do you know about this show?
I'm pretty sure Lin-Manuel Moana. No, what? Dude, I can never remember his name. LMM, the guy who made Moana.
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
That guy. He made it, and he plays, I would assume, Alexander Hamilton.
Correct.
Who was an American president.
No. He is one of the few, founding fathers that never actually ended up becoming president. A lot of the other characters in this show actually either become president in the show or become president at other points. There are quite a few prominent U.S. presidents that are a part of this story. Hamilton is one of those few, really influential founding fathers who never actually gained the presidency. But he is on the $10 bill, as a fun fact. So if you ever see an American $10 bill, that is Mr. Alexander Hamilton himself.
Yeah, well, $10 bills are not very common in Denmark, but I can imagine that yeah. So presidents, is Obama going to be building a C5 in this, or is it older? I assume older, right? Founding fathers, that's a long time ago. I hope I didn't offend anyone.
For kind of some context, just moving right along past that. Basically, the best way I can frame this as far as historical accuracy for you as a non-American is the big plot points pretty much happened as they are in this musical. If it is the big plot points of the actual overarching story in American history. The details of characters' lives are either exaggerated or fictionalized. Gotcha. So a lot of it is just we didn't have enough information. So a lot of the personality traits of the characters are a bit tweaked. Specific events that happen in their lives, how they interact with each other might be fabricated or extreme. But the big overarching plot points take you through the American Revolutionary War pretty close to accurately. So, if you're kind of sitting there wait, is that actually what happened in the war? Probably. But if you're sitting there wait, is that actually what Hamilton did to that character? maybe not.
Okay.
That's kind of the best way I can phrase it.
I'll 100% ask you if this happened or not.
Fair.
At certain moments, yeah.
Cool. So, I am really, really excited to hop into this. This intro is already a bit long, so the last thing I want to say is we are not completely 100% sure how many songs are going to be in this recording, so we wanted to give that as kind of a caveat. I have a whole spreadsheet kind of detailing what songs I want to cover in what video and how I want to split them, because for some of them it just makes more sense. Like, these aren't too spoiler. Like, for example, like Stay Alive, 10 Dual Commandments, Meet Me Inside. Those are all really short songs that all very thematically fit together. That's going to be just one video when we get to it. So for the most part, it's really obvious which videos should be just one song, which videos should be two. The one where it's really not obvious is literally just the first two. So it's really going to be dependent on how much we talk about this very first song. If we talk about it forever, then we'll probably put the second song into its own separate video. But if we don't spend as long talking about this as we have with some other projects, we might end up including it in this one. So either you're going to get Alexander Hamilton here and then hop over to Casper's channel for the second song, or you'll get songs 1 and 2 in this video and then hop over to Casper's for the third song. Either way, we'll be hopping right on into Casper after this over on his channel for the next part of this, and then we will alternate back and forth just like we did with Epic. I think that was a plenty long intro, so without any further ado, let's hop on in to Hamilton. Yippee! All right.
Let's do it.
How does a bastard, orphan, son of a whore and a Scotsman, dropped in the middle of a forgotten spot in the Caribbean by providence, impoverished and squalor, grow up to be a hero and a scholar? The $10 founded father without a father got a lot farther by working a lot harder, by being a lot smarter, by being a self-starter. By 14, they placed him in charge of a trading charter.
And every day while slaves were being slaughtered and carted away across the waves, he struggled and kept his guard up. Inside he was longing for something to be a part of. The brother was ready to beg, steal, borrow, or bar.
Sorry, technological issues. So how about this flow so far?
Dude, okay,
Anything
very
resembling what you
simple.
expected?
Dude, no, I must admit, because I have heard snippets of song
Of
every now and
course,
then,
who
but
hasn't?
I thought it was more singing than rapping. But this is very like na 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 na. You know, like
It
that's
very
it's
much
like old
depends on the
school.
song, and it also kind of depends on the character, believe it or not. Different
Oh.
characters have and there is theming to that will probably take us literal months before I can actually explain to you what the theming behind the reasoning is without it being a spoiler. But eventually, I'm very excited to share with you exactly why the flow is different for certain characters, because there actually is a really cool reason why. And there are even some very few characters who only sing. And there are reasons for that that we will eventually get to.
Okay.
Let's take it back a little bit. Oh, come on. There we go.
14, they placed him in charge of a trading charter.
And every day while slaves were being slaughtered and carted away across the waves, he struggled and kept his guard up. Inside he was longing for something to be a part of. The brother was ready to beg, steal, borrow, or barter.
Then a hurricane came and devastation reigned. Our man saw his future dripping down the drain. Put a pencil to his temple, connected it to his brain, and he wrote his first refrain, a testament to his pain.
Well, the word got around, they said this kid is insane, man. Took up a collection just to send him to the mainland. Get your education, don't forget from whence you came, and the world's gonna know your name. What's your name, man?
Alexander Hamilton. My name is Alexander Hamilton.
There he is!
There he is.
There's the boy! Hold on, I need to close my door real quick for sound reasons.
Okay,
Give me just a
yeah.
moment. But there's the boy!
Damn. There he is. Oh my god. Zoom in on me, Mason.
There he
I really hope
is. He
oh,
is
it's gone.
here.
I really thing I already because obviously the main thing to focus on the music is obviously that this is a lot more rappier than I thought. But also I love how the instruments, the lower octaved piano is kind of connecting each bar.
Yes.
So it has this like na 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 do 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 na 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 na. I think that's really cool. I like that like that like single. It's not
I
usually
love
when
the way
you're-
your brain works.
when you're doing piano ranges, like for example if you look at something like Warrior of the Mind and Epic, obviously I'm already connecting the two, but Warrior of the Mind Epic, you have this like very obviously two hand played piano with this very complicated thing, where here it's more like do do do, where you can see it's very very simple left-handed play, which is nice. It's cool because there's a lot of treble in this instrumental. There's not that much bass, and having the bass and the piano kind of connect the like the bars is really cool. I like that.
Yeah. Cool. I like that noticing. Oh, goodness.
Your name, what's your name, man?
Alexander Hamilton. My name is Alexander Hamilton. And there's a million things I haven't done. But just you wait, just you wait.
When he was 10, his father split full of it, debt-ridden. 2 years later, see Alex and his mother bedridden, half dead, sitting in their room sick, the scent thick. And Alex got better, but his mother went quack.
Moved in with the cousin committed suicide. Left him with nothing but ruined pride. Something new inside a voice saying, Alex, you gotta fend for yourself. He started retreating and reading every treatise on the shelf. There would have been nothing left to do for someone less astute. He would have been dead or destitute without a sense of restitution. Started working for his late mother's landlord, trading sugar cane and rum and all the things he can't afford. Scamming for every book he can get his hands on. Planning for the future, see him now as he stands on the bow of a ship headed for a new land. In New York, you can be a new man. New York.
Okay, yeah. I'm really afraid to pause. I'm just gonna let you handle the pausing,
Okay.
and then just like immediately the chorus. I'm immediately recognizing some, because you told me that one of Jorge's big inspirations from Epic is Hamilton. I hear Done For in this song like
Ooh.
a lot. So especially in the chorus, you can hear it's the same chord progression for I got people to protect from.
Oh,
fucking-"
no
Like,
way.
it's the same chord progression, really cool. Again, piano that plays together, and wow, that trap beat coming in when the guy with the purple jacket is singing. That's so dope.
Oh, yeah.
And, like it's like I knew, like, because I know that there's a lot of people that always bring these two genres together. You got, for example, Peter Barber's bringing bass
Yes.
singing and EDM, for example, and then here you have Hamilton. Like, it's a really strange comparison, but
No,
here,
it's- I
Hamilton seems
getcha.
to come to, having this like trap rap combined with Broadway.
I know,
That's
right?
really cool.
And
it's
he
a
was like
really,
the
really cool
first.
approach.
He is like one of the first people to really go and do that. It's like tried to be emulated to an extent since, but
Yeah.
like it definitely was very much pioneered here. There's
Mm-hmm.
also kind of a fun thing to share here, which is purely. Excuse me, sorry. There's one other small thing to share, which is the ensemble, which, not to give you a million things to think about, but I did that with Epic. I was like, hey, each character has an instrument, and also the danger motif, and also, and you still picked up on all of it, so I want to do it to you here. There are some ensemble members that, even though they do not have necessarily named roles, they have consistent purposes in the story. Like
Okay.
when this ensemble member is front and center, it means this. When this ensemble is front and center, this kind of thing is coming, or this kind of thing is about to happen. Like, it's very cool. So I'm kind of interested to see if you'll be able to pick out any of those guys too there.
Okay, but there are so
That's the
many.
choreography more.
So many people on stage. Well, so far I can only like the purple guy has been in here as like kind of a narrator so far. Mm-hmm. That's like the only purple guy, FNAF. Sorry, that was stupid. Yeah. But
But yes, Purple Guy and Hamilton. Don't worry, the next two
Yes.
songs are very much the character introduction songs. So we'll take
fantastic.
care of those there. Don't you worry.
great.
All right, let's keep it going.
Let's do it.
Now as he stands on the bow of a ship headed
You look like you have thoughts.
So we're waiting in the wings for you. Because I hear that he was like that. The introduction of the song talked about like the slave trade, all his family members died, and all that. Like me, well, immediately I'm thinking like, and I guess this is really random perspective, but we're waiting in the wings for you means that okay, they're watching over him, watching him progress, like these people who've moved on, you know. But that's very, very little.
What do you
info. But
think you
that
mean
line-
by? What do you think they mean by wings?
Wings,
Like,
yeah, well, because
like
when
actual
when
wings,
say we're
like angel.
waiting in the wings. No, yeah, that's what I got from it. Like,
For perspective, the
That's-
wings are
yeah.
what the side of a stage is called.
oh, okay, I don't know.
Like when you're off stage, those are like the wings. So ironically, until you started talking about it being the people who had passed on, you were picking up on some really good theming there. It's like, oh, they're like watching him, they're waiting over it. Like oftentimes, like the director is going to be in the wings watching the show. Someone might be waiting in the wings to come on stage for their cue. Like waiting in the
Okay,
wings is
yeah.
absolutely, we're watching, we're ready for you
Gotcha.
to arrive, we're ready to hop into action. So not quite the angelic thing, but that was still really interesting
Okay, yeah.
perspective, even with
cool.
what wings actually are. But yeah, as soon as
So-
you're like, the people who have passed, I'm like, I think this man might not know
Yeah.
what wings mean when it comes to
That's
Broadway.
right, I do not know. I was not really a musical theater kid. I usually just like provided, like in high school we used to do like we did musical theater, but like there were actors and there were musicians. So we were on a stage next to it, and then people were acting, and then when they needed music, we would provide it. You know.
Gotcha.
So I never really knew like wings. No, okay, fair. But that's a interesting. So when they say, obviously I don't think they're not breaking the third wall here. They're or fourth wall. Sorry, not probably the third one as well. The fourth wall. Sorry. Are they breaking the fourth wall here, or do they mean wings figuratively in a different like perspective?
I mean, here's the it's kind of the same way as someone saying like the stage is set. Like it's a reference to music. Like it's a little bit cheeky, and like if a character, like there are characters in shows who will be like in the first song, it's like the stage is set, we're ready to start, and it's like both the phrase and also kind of a cheeky nod to the fact that they're actually on a stage. I feel like it's kind of similar to that. It's like it's taking a figurative like we're on the sidelines ready for you, while also being kind of cheeky of like, hey, the show's starting and we're waiting in the wings for you. Like my interpretation is kind of both, but there could be a million interpretations of that.
Gotcha. Yeah, for sure.
All right.
The ship is in the harbor now. See if you can spot it. Another immigrant coming up from the bottom. His enemies destroyed his rep. America forgot him.
We fought with him.
Me, I died for him.
Me, I trusted him.
I loved him.
And me,
I'm the damn fool that shot him.
Okay, so you do know that part.
I saw on TikTok. I did not know it was from Hamilton though.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's this here. And so we now know that this character you've identified as being very prominent is the man who shot him, which I've always thought is such a fascinating thing to reveal in the opening. Like, if people don't know the history, to be like in the very first song, be like, hey, this character right here is going to shoot the main character.
Oh, great.
Like,
Okay.
I've always thought that's such a fascinating thing to just drop in the
Yeah.
opening song. But
okay,
yeah.
so there's so these again, I'm gonna be using I know already that I'm gonna be using Epic as a perspective all the time just
Yes.
because of the, but I really like the fact because I'm kind of thinking that these are kind of the motifs that were scattered across Epic is kind of what we're introduced to. So there's something like trusted him, loved him, and then the damn fool that shot him. So he seems to think that he's a damn fool for shooting Alexander Hamilton at some point, right? But there's got to be something to, because I don't think, obviously in musical theater it's rare that any line has no meaning. So all of these things, I think we're probably going to be exploring those throughout the musical, that there's something with the person who loves and something with the person that trusted him, fought for them, and then the damn fool that shot him. I assume that this is probably some sort of foreshadowing for what's going to happen, you know?
I am going to say this and then shut my mouth and refuse to elaborate until well towards the end of the show.
Okay.
Every single one of these lines is double foreshadowing.
What?
I'm going to press play before he thinks about that too hard.
What the?
What's your name in Alexander Hamilton?
Bam. Nice.
And that's the opening number.
Oh wow.
I know that we are a decent bit of time into the recording, but I know some of that was technical issues, and there was also a really long recording. I kind of want to stick to what was in the original spreadsheet. I want to do song 2 here, and then song 3 on your channel. How do you feel?
Yeah, let's do
Okay,
it.
we're just going to keep going. Do you have any very final I know that wasn't long since the last pause. Do you have any very final thoughts before the next song?
No, just piano's really cool in this
All
one
right.
so far. I really like that. Other than that, nothing.
So that was the first song called Alexander Hamilton, and now we are going to hop into Aaron Burr, sir.
Aaron Burr, sir.
Aaron Burr, comma, sir.
Ah.
Aaron, first name Aaron, last name Burr, comma, sir. And you are going to get a
Gotcha.
good taste of his lyricism here because, oh my god, this song.
Aaron Burr.
1776. New York City.
Pardon me, are you Aaron Burr, sir?
That depends. Who's asking?
Oh, well, sure. Sir, I'm Alexander Hamilton. I'm at your service, sir. I have been looking for you.
I'm getting nervous.
Sir, I heard your name at Princeton. I was seeking an accelerated course of study. When I got sort of out of sorts with a buddy of yours, I may have punched him. It's a blur. Sir, he handles the financials.
You punched the bursar.
Yes, I wanted to do what
I did like 8 rhymes for Burr, sir, in like
Dude.
20 seconds. The way that this man had motifs Burr, sir, is so good.
Burr, sir.
Like the fact that he took the last name of a real historian, like he couldn't pick the name Burr to help his rhyme scheme. Like this is the last name of a real person. He took the last name of a real human being, added sir to the end of it, and then rhymed that combination of words 10 times. It's so much fun. I love this song's lyricism.
Alan Burr, sir. Okay, and then, okay, so that's
We'll go right back to the beginning. But
yeah, the guy I call the storyteller is Alan Burr, sir.
Aaron Burr.
Alan Burr. Aaron Burr. Okay, I thought it was Alan. So
Aaron.
Aaron Burr.
Aaron.
Aaron Burr.
Aaron.
Dope. And he punched the bursar.
Hamilton punched the bursar. Yes.
Nice.
We'll take it right back to the beginning.
course of study.
Oh, that was not far back enough. Come on. Here we go.
Are you Aaron Burr, sir?
That depends. Who's asking?
Oh, well, sure. Sir, I'm Alexander Hamilton. I'm at your service, sir. I have been looking for you.
I'm getting nervous.
Sir, I heard your name at Princeton. I was seeking an accelerated course of study. When I got sort of out of sorts with a buddy of yours, I may have punched him. It's a blur. Sir, he handles the financials.
You punched the bursar.
Yes, I wanted to do what you did. Graduate and then join the revolution. He looked at me like I was stupid. I'm not stupid. So how'd you do it? How'd you graduate so fast?
It was my parents' dying wish before they passed.
You're an orphan. Of course. I'm an orphan. God, I wish there was a war. Then we could prove that we're worth more than anyone bargained for.
Can I buy you a drink?
That would be nice.
While we're talking, let me offer you some free advice.
Before we get to that
Okay.
sort of flow switch there, God, I wish there was a war so we could prove that we're worth more than anyone bargained for. First of all, just so fun to say. I love the flow of this show, but also like he is so desperate to prove himself that he was like, God, imagine if we were at war. Then we could really show him what for.
Yeah,
like
really
it's like,
show them.
"Ooh, dude, that's your number one solution. Says so much about this man.
Yeah. Oh, foreshadowing as well, since I'm
You know
pretty
that it's the-
sure
of the Revolutionary War, yeah,
Revolution
exactly.
War, yeah. Okay. Also, I really like
Mm-hmm.
Alexander Hamilton's approach, because you can definitely see that Aaron Burr is like superior to Alexander Hamilton rule wise, like right here, and I mean like hierarchy wise, because Alexander Hamilton sounds so like almost desperate, like he's in this high pitched kind of shaky rap style when he's talking to him and addressing him as sir all the time, right? I really like the dynamic. I don't know because I've not heard many Lin last name songs before. Other than the ones he's written for like Moana and a couple of them in Kanto, stuff like that. But I haven't heard, and I don't know where I've not heard enough of him to like identify his voice, vocal type stuff like that. He sounds very tenory. But he has this really like almost nervous approach to the vocals here, whereas before in Alexander Hamilton he was very proud, very steadfast in his vocals, whereas here he's more nervous approaching.
That makes sense.
If that makes sense.
He's also singing is very much not his like priority forte. There's going to be some people in the comments who might get mad at me for saying this, but like I think that he is and I am only saying singing. Notice I am saying singing, not vocal performing, because of how much includes rapping. I think he's the weakest singer in the cast. But in a weird way, that almost feels like it works for the character because, like I said, when and how often they rap is integral to the characters in ways that we will dive into later. So the fact that he raps, that Lin-Manuel Miranda and therefore Alexander Hamilton raps so naturally and sings almost strained and unnaturally fits that dynamic really well. But I do think that he's the weakest singer of the cast, even though he is not the weakest vocalist by far.
Yeah, I think I read somewhere he has written some musical that Andrew Garfield and Vanessa Hudgens star in. I don't remember it's about a guy who turns 30. Is all I know about it.
I don't know. I know he's written Into the Heights, but I don't know any other ones.
But there was this recent one with Andrew Garfield, and
I haven't actually seen that one.
I remember people talking about that they were like they could see how difficult it was for Lin not to cast himself in the role that Andrew Garfield was given. Yeah, I read that somewhere. I don't remember what the musical is called, but it's
we'll
like
have to look that up afterwards.
Something about turning 30. Yeah, I don't remember.
Okay, let's keep it going.
Yes.
I'll take it back just so we can get that flow switch here.
God, I wish there were
Advice.
Whoa, what happened? It glitched. That was
Talk
weird.
less, it says.
There we go.
could prove that we're worth more than anyone bargained for.
Can I buy you a drink?
That would be nice.
While we're talking, let me offer you some free advice. Talk less.
What?
Smile more.
Ah.
Don't let them know what you're against or what you're for.
Can't be serious.
You wanna get ahead.
Yes.
Fools who run their mouths off wind up dead.
Yo, what time is it? Showtime!
Like I said.
Showtime! Yo, I'm John Lawrence in the place to be. It's 2 pints of Sam Adams, but I'm working on 3. Those red coats don't want it with me, cause I will pop, chick-a-pop these cops till I'm free.
Oui, oui, mon ami, je m'appelle Lafayette, the Lancelot of the revolutionary set. I came from Versailles just to say bonsoir to the king, to the 12. Who's the best?
C'est moi.
I am Hercules Mulligan, up in it, loving it. Yes, I heard your mother say, come again. Light up your doubters and horses. Of course, your time for having intercourse over 4 sets of corsets.
Oh, no more sex, pour me another bruise. Son, let's raise a couple more to the revolution. Well, if it ain't the prodigy of...
So,
Oh my goodness.
you've
okay.
officially met the side characters. Aren't they
Oh my God.
incredible?
Oh my god, okay. I got her. That was Hercules. I didn't get the first name. There's a French guy, there's Hercules.
John Lawrence is the first
Okay.
guy. And then the French guy is Marquis de Lafayette, but he is exclusively referred to as Lafayette, so you don't even have to worry about it. I think this song is the only time his first name is used. Like the other, like John Lawrence, Hercules Mulligan are used their full names, but you only have to remember Lafayette for the French guy. But John Lawrence, Lafayette, and Hercules Mulligan are now the characters we have been introduced to.
Oh wow. Mulligan. That's like Irish or something like that. Irish, Scottish, Irish,
Yeah.
I think.
And so we've got then the character introduction of these three just absolutely wasted out of their minds is just so funny. But yeah, and Hercules' lines is just ridiculous. I
Yeah.
forgot about
And-
how good those lines were.
love this, and the great thing here's something, because obviously I'm an a cappella musician as well, and here's a great example of, because I'm gonna just say this, that in these types of plays, production modern music, the beatboxing always sucks. Like it's always like from a perspective of, like, for example, if we look at like Lane, Adam Robb, Kevin, you know,
Crazy
all these
talented
like
people,
yeah,
the Inhumans.
if you compare them to this, if you compared them to this, obviously you like, if someone was doing this on the street, you'd be like, you know.
Yeah.
But here it works because it's in a percussive element where there's more focus on, it's not the like, you can hear that it's so different from this whole instrumentalized interaction you just had with Alexander Hamilton and Aaron Burr, sir. And here it worked really well because it's so chaotic and it's so bad, the beatboxing. I get this drunk vibe from them way more because of it, you know?
It's diegetic. Like, you can see by the way he's pounding the table, it's diegetic. This character is beatboxing, not just the actor.
Yeah.
This character is literally just like,
Yeah.
like just totally like just like drunk off his butt. Yeah. No, it's really good. Cool. I'm glad you enjoyed that part. We are almost to the end of this song. That is going to be like, oh my gosh. Come on. Oh, it really doesn't want to go back. That's fine. The one thing that's going to be weird is there are some songs that really go from one to the other. So we're really close to the end of this song, and it's going to be kind of an awkward transition. So we're going to have to do a really fast outro. But let's go ahead and finish the song off.
Revolution. Well, if it ain't the Prodigy of Princeton College,
Aaron Burr.
give us a verse, drop some knowledge.
Good luck with that, you're taking a stand. You spit, I'ma sit, we'll see where we land.
Burr, the revolution's imminent. What are you stalled for?
If you stand for nothing, Burr, what'll you fall for?
Who are you?
Who are you?
Who are you?
I'm actually,
Okay.
weirdly enough, going to pause right here.
Okay.
Because my almost hot take is the who are you, who are you, who are you fits more as an introduction to the next song than it does as a conclusion for this song. Because
it
this
did change,
who are you, who are you, who are you is directly leading into the next song. So let's get you some brief final thoughts, because this is already a very long video and I want to hop right on into this. If you are here at the premiere, we are going to go straight to Casper's channel next for My Shot. And if you are not here for the premiere, you are going to be able to, do you know that song?
I know Voice Play's version of it.
Oh my gosh, I forgot they did that. Oh well, a little.
I didn't even know that was from Hamilton.
Zero, like the tiniest bit unfortunate. The first song going on your channel is one where you already know some of the lyrics, but not the end of the world by any stretch of the imagination. So we're gonna hop over there for that. Do you have any final thoughts on this before I press stop recording?
The violin that you just played thing, because I'm still epic mindset, so I'm still listening for danger motif. So the leading up here was like, oh, that's the danger motif.
We've broken him. We've broken the boy. Thank you guys so much for being here. We're gonna be right over on Casper's channel for My Thought. We appreciate you guys being here. Let us know in the comments what you guys think of this, and if you want more. I'm pretty sure we're gonna do it. Put in the comments all those emojis of the superior heart. There's a reason that there's an emoji of this heart and not that one. And as always, gals, blokes, and all other folks, I will see you in the next video on Casper's channel. Goodbye.